How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Jen.
I'm Neal.
I'm a gummy.
I am Anata.
What? We're in a relationship. We watch reality television. We're millennials. I'm Canadian.
I'm not.
I'm a teacher.
I'm not.
That's not relevant. I also am good at many other things, and many other things define my personality. We talk about reality TV. We've loved this season of The Traitors. That's what we're going to be getting into. But don't...
Spoilers.
Yes, okay.
Spoilers for the season finale.
Cross, not ye who enter here. Spoilers ahead.
USA season 4.
Finale, but not the reunion yet because we haven't watched it. We needed to come just talk about. We've been dropping the ball lately. We've been watching so much good reality TV, and by the time it's over, I'm just too sleepy to be like, hey, let's podcast. And I don't think you've been in the mood either. I think you're really sick of shoveling snow.
My body's not in great shape.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I'm so Canadian sorry that you have to shovel so much snow. You know, we can afford a snowblower.
I said I will not use a snowblower until my body completely cannot handle it. And
but the driveway is just getting smaller and smaller. It is exactly wide enough for us to both open our doors and scooch out.
It's supposed to be warm on Sunday. I'm hoping it'll melt.
It was pretty warm out there just then.
Yeah, it'll melt enough by this next snowfall, Monday?
Guys, here's what you need to know about us. We can... Neal's gonna sneeze. Don't be scared. Oh, don't make it too loud. Okay, that was reasonable, I think. Sneeze meter.
Excuse me.
I lost my point. And I was just about to make such a great point. Oh, my point is that we really like to talk. So, you may have just heard us talking about the weather. That's something we do here in Canada. We talk a lot about snow.
You obsessively check the weather.
And why would I do that, Neal?
Because you want them snow days, which is crazy because, the last 3 years, you've gotten, 3 total snow days. And this year, you're up to, 9.5.
Yes.
It's just wild.
Crazy.
And it always snows on Monday. Every Monday.
We love a long weekend.
The Traitors, season 4, USA, season finale. We're down to the final 5. Johnny, Tara, Rob, Eric, Maura.
Thank you so much for that name remembering. I know it's not that hard when there are only 5 people, but good. I freaking loved the challenge. The challenge was like a challenge.
It was really cool.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
Rob got to jump out of the helicopter. They did so well. They were steering the little boat around, getting the bags. No one's here for that though, right? That's the least important part of the show.
They got the maximum
really
amount and got the total pot up to $220,000.
That's a lot of money.
Well, that comes into play.
Oh, does it?
Oh, does it? So we get...
I'm going to be on one. I'm apologizing.
The whole episode up until they finally vote at the round table is Rob and Eric and then versus Tara and Johnny trying to convince Maura to vote for Eric or Johnny.
Right. What does Maura do?
Well, we get to the round table. If you would have just gone in watching this episode without having watched any of the previous episodes, you would say, oh, they're just going to vote Eric out.
Right.
Because Maura's going to go with...
Because she can just do that anyway, because she thinks Eric is a traitor.
Right.
So she is eventually going to get rid of him.
Right. So they do end up voting out Johnny.
And of course, at this point in the show, if you've never watched it before, the person leaving doesn't tell the people left at the round table what they are.
Right.
So now you don't know how many traitors are left.
You don't even know how many traitors there were to start this episode. Everyone's just assuming there were 2.
Right.
Which, okay. You're in the final 5. You have Tara and Johnny, which are their best friends in real life. Commentators together, just at the Olympic commentating for USA. there is no way that they both would be traitors.
Right.
So, like, Mora's dumb for...
And I also don't think... I know, you like to think meta, like, if... We talk about this all the time. If 25% of your cast is Real Housewives, a Real Housewife has to be a traitor. Yes, I understand what you're saying. I think there are so many other reasons we should know they are not traitors, and that is they're so bad at the game.
Yes. Yeah. Johnny got...
Look from a producer's perspective. You brought them for their commentary, for their wit and their humor and their fun.
And to
you
promote
didn't
the
bring
Olympics
them,
on Peacock and NBC.
You didn't bring them to win the game.
But Johnny actually got very good at the end of the season. He was
the only one who knew the actual traitors were Rob and Eric.
Yes. Tara she followed Johnny's lead on that. Maura was probably the worst player of the season. She didn't talk at roundtables the entire season, other than to get Michael Rappaport out.
Am I going to use... She did somehow deflect suspicion after whoever thought the soft footprints must be her.
Eric.
Wasn't that Eric?
His ears that failed him. He played a bad game too. Oh. They vote out to Johnny.
You're trying so hard to go in order.
Yes. After a little bit of debate, Maura inexplicably goes with Rob, and it's just...
But here's the thing. As much as I came to love Tara and Johnny, and like I really feel like I know them and I love them, you had numbers with Natalie. You had someone on board. Natalie was more on board than you were. You convinced her and then flip-flopped back and voted her out. And she was right the whole time. And in your head, you were saying, oh, well, you know what? If it is Rob, we'll just get him out next round table. Next round table when you don't have Natalie's vote. You cannot in a million years bank on Maura going against Rob. I said that to you like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I said the faithfuls need to get rid of Maura or Rob. It's going to be the equivalent of Rob having like 2 votes. And between being a traitor and having 2 votes, I mean, that's the ultimate boss. So of course he wins. Oops.
Once they voted out Natalie, it was a foregone conclusion, yes. But here's my question. If they would have voted out Rob... And would he have been required to recruit, or would he have a choice, or would he have had to recruit and still? No,
because we've gone to the final with only one traitor, right?
I think
so. There must be rules about it happening in that part of the game. Guys, segue, controversial opinion. Probably not at all, because you're all going to side with me on this. Neal opened a new bottle of ketchup before the old one was empty, just so we could have them on our own spots of the table. To use them separately. 2 full-size bottles.
I don't like using a bottle that's almost empty. So,
okay, princess.
But I know you're going to use all of it, so...
Because I make the money, honey. I use my things till they're gone.
Right. So
you get the pleasure of all the full ones, and I get the remnants every time.
We're not wasting any ketchup.
I'm always the one who has to be the squirter. Oh no!
Oh boy! No. Back to Traitors. So yes, Natalie was a mistake for Tara and Johnny. They would win the game if they had voted out Rob.
They would have been another group of faithfuls who won, yes, because they 100% would have voted out Eric either way. And they would have dwindled down a little more, but they would have won.
If he would have had to recruit,
I know,
he would have picked Johnny or Tara 100%.
Oh, definitely. But they literally wouldn't be able to keep it to themselves. They'd be giggling at the round table.
That's true. So, but
I'm being silly.
all hypothetical.
I think they'd be fine. I know. I can't think that much into it. That's like a wormhole. So, I think there's a new horror movie out tonight.
Now we're into the final 4.
Don't stay on that forever, won't
right?
it?
Yeah, because we're not on the TV.
Yeah.
Tara, Maura, Eric, Rob. Maura really wants to get Eric out. Tara wants to get Rob and Eric out. But
yes.
yeah.
But, like, it's too late. Spoiler alert. Mora's not going to flip on Rob. Spoiler alert.
Even
You want to take it from here?
yes, so they vote out Tara to start. All 4 of them go red. Easy peasy.
We're at the, like, final thing now, which they are doing inside again. They used to do this outside at, like, a legitimate fire.
And it has nothing to do with weather, because the other one wasn't raining, and this one wasn't either. So I think...
Scotland, you don't know whether it was raining.
There was no, like...
They could have shown clips of the outside from another time.
It was just, like, the exact same as the other one that we watched.
I think maybe they had to do it inside once because it was raining, and then realized it was just so much easier to film it inside on that table.
Probably.
Honestly.
So, the final...
Hey guys, we'll analyze anything.
The final 3, Eric, Rob, and Maura.
Tell people the premise of how the last round table works. Because this is the thing with the Traitors. There's so many things to learn. Like, we've been watching the Traitors with my mom. My mom has so many questions.
Most of them are the same question over and over again.
That's so mean.
No, it is hard to remember.
Yeah.
Because, like...
She has... You have to understand. She has blonde moments. Like, she'll be like... But... The person who was murdered overnight, like the person who didn't come into breakfast, didn't say whether they were faithful or a traitor.
Which, like,
and I'm like, Mom, the traitor can't get murdered. Like,
that's totally understandable, because you murder a person, or you see, I even screwed it up.
That's my point.
You banish a person, and then you murder somebody gets murdered.
And sometimes the episode ends on this. Sometimes we go back to the castle and talk a little bit.
Yeah.
It is a little bit difficult to follow when we only watch it once a week.
Yeah.
Give her some credit. You're being mean.
I'm not being mean. I just reinforced her point because I can't even remember the order. So, yes, for the final table, each player
All this to say,
gets a red pouch of dust or whatever and a green one. If you choose green, you want
the game to end.
Yeah, you want the game to end.
Everyone standing around the table wins.
If you vote red, you think there's still a traitor, which will then trigger a vote to eliminate somebody. If everyone goes green, the game's over. If a single person votes red, then everyone votes to eliminate somebody. Obviously, you can do this until there's 2 people left,
and that's so crazy because, like, you can vote red and then end up being the one voted out.
Right. Which I think we've seen
like,
before.
You can't control the votes. And, like, if you're a traitor, you don't want to be like, oh, yeah, green right away. Because if we're going through more rounds, like, if Rob did green right away, I'd be like, dang, why does he want to end it so much?
Right.
I was afraid Eric was going to do that. But our first go around, everyone did red, right?
Yes, because everyone wanted to get somebody out.
Right, because either way, you go on your hunch.
So Eric starts the final 3 with a green and says, I trust everybody.
Are we going to say who they voted out after the 4 red?
Oh, I've already said it.
Oopsies, okay, Tara.
Tara, yes. Final 3, Eric, Maura, Rob. Eric does green. Maura does red. So there we automatically have a vote triggered. And Rob does red. And then as soon as that red came up, Eric knew he was in trouble.
They started talking. Were they allowed to talk? Because they didn't have, like, an official round table. They just, like, go right into it.
I don't think that was allowed in the other...
Because, like, Eric did a lot of talking. I was like, ooh, he's teetering on ruining Rob's game right now.
I was...
Like, are Maura and Eric going to vote for Rob?
Like, Eric saying, like, think about the other person, like...
How have you been... Basically, how have you been protected the whole time?
She was...
Argument again.
She was in trouble no matter... Like, whoever she voted for...
Well, she was already losing once it was down to those 3.
Yes. She lost no matter what.
Right. Which is the saddest part.
I feel bad for Eric because they both could have just... Him and Rob could have just voted for Mora and split the money.
Like, I always say this, but we're burying the lead. Rob was talking this whole time like Eric was his boy. I want to get to the end with my boy. And he did get to the end with his boy, but basically the choice was completely on Rob. Because you knew that Mora was voting
for Eric.
So
no matter what Eric did, it wouldn't have mattered. And he ended up voting for Rob.
Right. Rob votes.
It would have been real awkward if he voted for Mora and everybody had a vote.
For Eric.
Yes.
He could have voted for Mora. But what's crazy is there wouldn't even have been another vote for her because that's not even who Eric voted for.
They would have just voted again and voted out Mora, yes. But, so Rob was in the driver's seat. It's, do you want to split the money or do you want all the money for yourself?
Thank you. Yes. He got to answer that question around that fire. That's how much power he had in this game.
It would be interesting to go back and watch when he recruits Eric to see if he ever does say, I want to win with you.
Or if he just says go to the
end. So, Eric bitterly gets voted off the island. And now the game automatically ends with 2 people because you can't vote for each other because then it'll just be a stalemate. So Mora announces what? That she's a traitor.
And she says, I'm sorry first.
I was kidding, by the way. She doesn't actually say she's a traitor.
Oh, she says, I'm sorry, though.
Yes.
And so, like, he has to pretend to be shocked for a second, and she's like, I'm a faithful. Ha, 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 ha. Listen, there were some moments when Eric was talking, the way she was looking at Rob, I was like, she knows.
Yeah.
Like, she knows he's a traitor.
I'm sure deep in her subconscious, she knew.
But
then
she was... Can we say this on television? We're not on television.
We're not on television.
Stigmatized. Yes or no? Is that controversial?
I don't think they're banging, but like I think she was
I don't
just.
mean they literally had to be banging.
She was just so far in his pocket.
Dang. That she counted as an extra vote for him.
Yes.
I said it weeks ago.
And what did he say he was?
Sorry.
And that he's...
Oh, a traitor!
Yes, and she just stands there, stunned in silence.
And then you realize just how uncomfortable and terrible it is when a traitor wins the game and has to face 1 or 2 people and say, I'm so sorry that I've been lying to you for 3 weeks.
That brings me back to 2 seasons of Canada ago, when everyone knew this one traitor was the traitor. She made it to the end with her number 1, I think, and they vote out whatever, and so it's just those 2, and then she's like, yeah, I've been a traitor this whole time.
Yeah, you have to look your friend in the face and
the
be
other
like,
woman
joke's
is
on you.
Like devastated.
Well,
but like at this point,
Mora said, I'm
deserve
embarrassed. No, she said, I'm embarrassed. And he said, I'm sorry you feel embarrassed. Like, they had a real, genuine human conversation, which is crazy because, like, if you take some of the past American seasons, say when, like, Dylan Efron won, like, when the Faithfuls win, it's so exciting. That was, like, years ago now. It's, like, exciting. Because you're like, yeah, we beat the traitors. That's the point of the show.
Yeah.
When you're a traitor and you win and you have to be like, LOL, you really thought you were winning? Like, Mora says that. She looks at Alan and Robin. She's like, I really thought I was going to win the game. I thought when the initial shock wore off, she handled it like a good sport.
Yeah. I mean,
she's like, I think I'm just in shock.
Yeah. He's a great liar. He took emotion out of the game.
Purely. And then comes on with a smug Hottie McHotterson eyes and says, would you give $100,000 to someone you met 3 weeks ago? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Whoa. Same.
But the winning show, or we saw Celebrity UK Traitors. That was the round table that was the same.
Mm-hmm. Spoiler.
And, yes, and we know that one traitor defeated two
That was hard to
faithfuls.
watch, too.
But, yes.
Like, the traitor admitted it, that they were a traitor, and literally broke down into tears.
Yes.
Like, crying. Like, had a full breakdown at the table. I think that's crazy that some seasons you get that, and some seasons you get, like, woo! Now, they did let Rob celebrate, to be clear. He and Alan have their cute moment with their champagne.
I thought then they were going to bring out Johnny, Tara, and
Me too. They
Eric
did that in the other version. But we get a full reunion.
Yeah, that's why I think they waited, yeah.
Save it. We don't want to find out if you're a good sport all the way, Maura. We want him.
No.
We want you to hold his feet over the fire in the reunion a little bit, don't you?
Maura doesn't have the right to be as angry as Eric does.
Because he literally just took $100,000 out of his pocket.
Yes.
But here's the thing. If he's this huge pop star, doesn't Rob need it way more than he does?
Well, yes. But it's
Is
like...
that messed up to say? You don't like when things like that get factored into it. You hate someone with a sob story that says this is going to change my family's
I just
life,
think
et cetera,
that
et cetera.
shouldn't be... That question shouldn't be allowed in Survivor. What would you do with the money?
I agree. I agree.
That lost Charlie the $1 million, and because of his number one turning on him.
Yeah.
And poisoning.
Is he back?
Yeah. He didn't really get focused on at all in the first episode.
I love it already, and the consensus is I think people love it already.
Yeah. And we
need to talk about it. We might need to watch it again, if that's okay.
Well, not today.
I know it's 3 hours.
At least I can jump through the commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts? Rob 100% deserved to win. He's the best trader ever on American Traitors.
And the best trader in a
maybe
long
not.
time. Alan's.
Him and Suri are the top.
She's the last time. Spoiler alert for all the seasons. She's the last time a trader won on the U.S.
Oh, dang,
was season 1.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
the first trader to win since Suri. That's crazy.
Yeah, so they're in a league of their own for American Traitors.
Right. Well, I guess it's not that crazy because there's only like 4 seasons. But it is crazy that it hasn't happened since the...
Candace with the all-time blunder.
Oof.
Lisa, just bad trade.
But made good TV for the first half,
yes.
To be clear. They won me over.
Once they got all the big characters out, yes, the season did sputter a little at the end.
It was still fun to watch Rob dominate.
Eric was a bad trader, and the fact that people picked up on it, but no one could get him out.
I don't think people picked up on it. I think that's just where they set their sights. Because they were using examples of why he's a traitor from like the first half of the season when he wasn't a traitor. So he's like in genuine shock being like, dang, you viewed that as shady. And I was doing that as a faithful.
What about Christina?
Who?
Is that not her name? Oh man,
crap.
She's been gone.
What have you done?
From the Food Network.
Christina?
Maybe that's not her name.
Kristen,
yes. She knew it was Eric. Like, hey, you stopped talking all of a sudden. What's the deal? And then they killed her off that night. And she only told Mark and Rob.
And Mark was a loyal soldier to Rob, too.
Yeah. Mark...
Do you think there's going to be anything actually spicy in the reunion? It is Andy. The fact that they've taken the time to get Andy Cohen means they want it to go well.
There should be, gameplay-wise, Candace upset with Rob.
Lisa upset with Rob.
Natalie upset with Tara and Johnny.
Are we going to talk about the allegations in the room?
Oh, Lisa believes... Well, she said she tested positive for fentanyl.
Yeah.
At the premiere, even at the Traitors premiere party, even though she didn't drink alcohol.
Not the premiere party, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the after the reunion.
No, premiere party.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
At the Abbey, right? Allegedly.
And Colton was the one that noticed that she
And,
hadn't been...
took care of her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is it gonna... Well, it's gonna be Lisa versus Colton.
She said she only talked about gameplay at the reunion, so... She said...
But she says she's given Lisa Rinna. If you wanted housewife, I'm going to give you housewife.
Right, but she specifically said, I did not talk about any of the outside of the game stuff with Colton. So
okay.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean...
I would love a cup of tea sometime this evening. Oh.
You should make it.
I will. Or...
I'm not going to make it. I don't know how, and so I'm not going to make it.
Weaponized incompetence!
Yep. I'll get you water, but you're going to have to make your tea.
That's okay.
Let's compromise.
I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
I am too particular. I actually don't want you to make my tea.
That is something I honestly have never made in my life, so...
You're American. Why would I get you to make my tea?
Tea and crumpets, love.
Oh, I would like a nice,
I'm British.
a nice, you know... I'm not going to say
Spotted dick.
biscuit. What?
Haggis.
Stop.
We were just in Scotland.
Let's go to Scotland.
I don't really know if I want to go to Scotland.
Oh, what about Ireland?
I think I'd rather go to Scotland than Ireland.
Really? And you don't know if you want to go there?
Well, I would love to tour some castles in Scotland. I think that'd be pretty cool. Specifically that castle. I like castles.
We've been to some cool castles. Or towers? Buildings?
The Tower of London is kind of a castle.
I would call it a castle.
Yeah. Looks like a castle.
I wouldn't want to live in it.
No, especially when people got
scared.
their heads cut off there.
Okay, I'm like a reader when you go to a museum. Like, I'm a reader. But I'm also a skipper. Like, if I see something that doesn't automatically draw my attention, I might not look at anything about it. But then other stuff, I'm going to read every word. Like, one time in the Chicago, what's the name of that museum? The Field Museum?
Yeah.
There was an exhibit on death. I don't know if we should say that word, but shut up. People should just be allowed to talk. And it was so good. I feel like I read every piece of every information.
Yeah, that was cool.
Fascinating. I like learning.
They get some good exhibits.
It's so interesting to me that exhibits get, shared.
They had Harry Potter for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Probably, when?
I think near when the last movie came out. But it's such a pain to get to that area, as we've noticed. To get to the museum campus. Because in Chicago, you have Soldier Field where the Bears play. Across the street from that is the Field literally across the street is the Field Museum. Then the Shed Aquarium is next to the Field Museum. And then next to that is a planetarium.
But there's too much walking.
Yes. A lot of walking. They're just close enough that you don't drive to each one.
Which I like. I like being able to walk from place to place.
Yeah.
I just don't think I wore the right thing to be comfortable doing that. And I get warm too easily. If it was a mild day, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm a complainer. Heat, complain.
There's some good food at the Field Museum. But
I don't think I ate very much. I'm always afraid of getting a tummy ache on an outing.
Right. And
on a
the
field
shed
trip.
was under, half of it was under construction.
But who cares?
Because we got to touch stingrays.
Oh my gosh, pet them. Is that
Pet
unethical? Big Splash.
Yeah, there was
Shout out
just
to
a
Big
big one
Splash.
named Big Splash.
That was
The
just
queen.
Her name was Big Splash, and you know what she did?
Big splashes.
Splashed big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we
Okay.
done with this?
Doesn't it sound like we are?
Congrats to Rob for winning $220,000 and probably losing a friendship and more.
I mean, listen, he truly did disappear. Oh, no. I think if he wanted to be with her, she'd be over in a minute.
He has a girlfriend now. And
What if it's her?
It's not Maura.
Are we sure? Okay, well, I will stop shipping them then because
She's actually come out and been like, stop saying I have a thing for Rob. So, like...
Oh, no, really?
Yes.
Okay. He was more inappropriate with her than she was with him. At the end of the episode, Alan was like, oh, don't get caught in the dark. Like, Maura might do something bad. And Rob's like, I hope so.
So we've learned now, this season especially, unless you can remove emotion from the game, you're going to fail.
Correct.
The bad players are so emotionally charged, they can't imagine that their best friend could be a traitor in the game. Their number one could be a traitor.
But you need room for all those different types of people. You can play emotionally but still be a good player.
Like, Colton was a very good player, but then he got eliminated. And so, like...
But he also played emotionally.
Yeah, but he was right.
Yeah, he just happened to also play intellectually.
Yes. You need to have that one crusader, and once Colton was out of the game, Rob was the crusader, and he was a traitor. So, like, that was perfect for him,
Colton being a faithful won Rob the game.
Yes.
And the fact that it trickled down that many episodes is crazy, and does really mean that the faithfuls were really bad, but also means that Rob was a good traitor.
Why wouldn't you think that either Rob or Colton was a traitor? Like the Michael Rappaport, one of the big hunks, Steven.
Right. So my thought, as soon as Colton is faithful, is, well, now Rob is definitely a traitor.
Or, yeah, Rob or
it's
Steven.
One of them. Right.
Yes. Steven didn't contribute anything to this season. Mean. Is it mean, though?
Is he serving looks at the reunion? LEWK.
Yes.
Looks?
I think people really enjoy his brown suit.
I think I like it. I've seen all their outfits.
We're going to go watch that and talk
about
it. Me too.
Okay.
See you next time, everyone.
Guys, thanks for listening. We love you. Bye.